Hi everybody, this is Kevin and welcome back to another anime review. And today I'm going to be sharing my thoughts on Shenmue Episode 6, which I thought was another really great episode. It sees Ryu finally in Hong Kong now, in China, making his way to get his revenge for his father's death at the hand of Lan Di, and looking for Yuanda Zhao. And a great episode, the introduction to what I would assume is a fan favorite character in Joy, and holy crap, dude, was she hot. I'm going to show you some pictures of her, and I made her the thumbnail, of course. But interesting note is that she's actually voiced by the same woman who voices Nami in One Piece, and, if you look at those two characters, it's like, whoa. But anyway, Ryu has his backpack, he has the Phoenix Mirror, and all these little clues to make his way to Yuanda Zhao and, seek that person out for history on his father and why Lan Di sought out his father and killed him in the first place, and the whole revenge story. So what happens is right away he runs into this little boy named Wong, and the little boy is like, oh, help me, mister, these guys are going to beat me up. And there's like three other punks with Wong chasing after him, making it seem like they're bullying the kid. And it turns out that, Ryu's like, the young noble man. He's like, I'm going to protect this kid. And the boy ends up snatching his backpack and is collaborating with the three punks. And they're part of some gang. It's called like let me get the name right, because like I said, there's a lot of different names that I'm not too used to with this series, because I've never played the games or anything. But they're part of the notorious gang, the Heavens. So they steal his backpack, and then it turns out that he has nothing of value in there that they can sell or anything, and they're all just living day by day. You sort of see the hustle and bustle of what's going on in Hong Kong. And then, Joy runs into him right away, before this actually, and she's like, oh, be careful, there's a lot of pickpockets out here in Hong Kong, especially with a foreigner like yourself from Japan. So I might as well start with that, show you basically, here's Joy in the motorcycle, and goddamn, dude, was she hot. I got a whole bunch of other pictures of her, which I'm going to show you with the whole slideshow. I'm going to try to incorporate more of these into my reviews, just as a way to show you guys what's going on. So, she shows up, and then eventually helps Ryu get a place to stay, because he keeps looking for, a hotel or whatever, and it's like, no vacancies here, especially not to a foreigner. And then eventually he's able to, use her name and get a free pass or whatever. So throughout all this, he finds this old man who's like just in the park, whatever, doing some kind of training where he's hitting a tree, just like hitting a tree, and all the leaves are falling down to the ground, and Ryu is in a bit of a hurry to figure out like what the deal is here, because he's only on a limited amount of time here to seek out his answers. And the old man's like, well, I'll give you a hint as to where you can go, but you have to master this technique to make all the leaves fall on the ground. The ground has to be covered in leaves. And Ryu hits the tree, right? And one leaf falls. Just exactly one leaf. And he keeps going at it like, yeah. And then slowly but surely, like, 3, 4, 5 leaves fall. And then, he eventually comes back the next day after he ended up staying in the hotel. And he does that technique. And then all over the place, leaves are falling. And then the old man's like, oh, you've learned, huh? So the person that he's looking for is Li Xiao Tao, who is a Tai Chi martial artist, master of the Monmo Temple. And that'll also lead him to Yuanda Zhao. So I'm sorry if I can't get the names right, because I just watched the episode, but all these names being thrown at me at once, it's kind of hard to keep track of them all. So eventually, Ryu runs into Joy again and tells her about his encounter dealing with Wong and all those punks, stealing his backpack. And she says, the kid's an orphan, and this is the way it is here in Hong Kong. You gotta fight to survive. And eventually leads Ryu back to where Wong is. And Ryu's like, listen, Wong, give me back my backpack. Oh crap, I gotta get out of here. So he makes a run for it, and eventually runs into those other punks again. And Ryu quickly dispatches them using the technique he learned from the old man. And he doesn't even hit him. He just does that technique and makes them all flinch, which I thought was really cool. And then in the epilogue, so eventually, Ryu makes his way to actually meet with Li Xiao Tao. And then the epilogue, you got like the ending theme playing, and it shows the three punks and then Wong. That's the only name I really remember. And they're talking to this guy, and it ends with this right here. And he says things are about to get really interesting. So I thought that was cool. And I wonder who that character is. I guess he's gonna be the next big villain. You see him in the opening. I think in the opening theme we've seen every character now. That they show you Nozumi, they show you Goro, Master Chen, etc., etc. Lan Di, of course, Joy, and then that guy, and also Shenmue. We saw Shenmue again. Just a quick little scene of her with like the little baby goat or whatever. So I think eventually she's going to converge with Ryo. But again, this is coming from somebody who's never played the games. I know nothing about the story, but I have enjoyed it. And goddamn, you definitely got to appreciate the Japanese and the fact that they still have characters like these. And holy boba. And also like just looking at how Joy looks in the games. I mean, goddamn. So let me know in the comments down below if Joy is like a fan favorite or what, or if I'm just like simping for fake characters or whatever the hell I'm doing. So anyway, thanks guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Stay tuned tonight for my live stream of Let's Play Kingdom Hearts at 8 o'clock Eastern, and then I will have another Shenmue review next week for episode 7. So we're about halfway through the series now because it's only 13 episodes. So thanks everybody. Have a great day, and we'll talk to you later.